Hi all, welcome to another RPA tutorial video. Today in this video, we are going to learn about IQbot. So basically this is the part 3 of IQbot series. If you have not seen those video like part 1, part 2, then I would request you to kindly watch that video and you can find the link for those two videos in this video description section. Alright, so today in this particular tutorial, we are going to learn how to create and train the IQbot instance and how we can validate the result after completing the training. Okay, then we will see how we can upload some sample documents after completing the training. Then finally we will see how we can download those files which IQbot has generated. Okay, so these four things we are going to see in step by step and will be able to understand, and this trust me, this video will be very helpful for you to learn this IQbot, and you can understand the importance of IQbot, and you can finally understand where we have to use the IQbot. All right, okay, so now let me go to the folder. So to work with this particular requirement, I am using some PDF files. Okay, so these PDF files are a purchase order. So basically these are a non-standard purchase order. So let me go to the PDF. You can see here in this particular documents, we have some informations available like purchase order number, the PO date, and we have table, the date. So we have other also update informations like, the address, ship to address, okay, the file number, etc. So in every PDF, we have some informations available, and this all PDF is a non-standard PDF. So you might have noticed in first PDF, we have a purchase number available in the top. However, here in this particular documents, we have a purchase order available here. So if you use a normal PDF integration command using automation anywhere, you won't be able to automate this. So IQbot will help you on working with the non-standard data. So this is a example of complete non-standard data. Okay, so we will see how we can automate these things. Okay, so in this particular training tutorial, we are going to extract some information like the purchase order number, file number, the phone number, the email, and the supplier's address and the delivery address. Okay, so okay, now let me tell you one more important thing. Whenever you start working with the IQbot, and once you receive the document from your business, so it's better to understand the document first. So understanding document here is like, first you have to understand the pattern of the documents, and also you have to understand what are the fields you want to extract. Okay, it's better to, like, mostly the business team will provide you a data dictionary where all the column name will be mentioned. Okay, so business want, like in PDF we have so many informations available, right? But we are not going to extract all the information. However, business will tell you, I want this many information which I want you to extract and keep you in some CSV or Excel, wherever you want to keep. Okay, so for me, for my scenario, I have listed down all the important field which is available in my documents. So these are the field which we are going to extract. Okay, now I will talk about this column little later. Okay, before that, so we saw like these are the columns which we are going to extract. This is total 17. To start with the IQbot, we have to go to the control room. So this is the control room for Automation Anywhere community. Okay, once you logged into the Automation Anywhere control room, so we will have options launch IQbot. So once you click on the launch IQbot, it will take you to the IQbot designer. Okay, so this is the page from where we can start working with the IQbot. If I click on the learning instance, we can see we have some pre-define, or like, I have developed this learning instance earlier. Now we are going to click on the new instance. Okay, and here we are going to start working. So let me put the instance name. So I'm going to put, okay, let's put something, and in description also you can put, this is not a mandatory. So here you have to fill all the required information. Okay, so now in the document type section, basically this is the domain. Okay, so here I am going to work with the purchase order, so hence I'm selecting this purchase order. So once you select the purchase order or any document type as per your need, you can see in the field section some fields are automatically selected. Okay, so these are the field which is like, common in all the documents: the purchase order date, purchase order number, total, etc., etc. Okay, in this particular demo we will only work with the field only, we will not work with the table. Okay, so in next video I will show you how we can extract the table data also. Okay, all right, so now let me go to my data dictionary. So here you can see I have like purchase order and all the information. So we have to see whether all the fields are available here or not. If not, then we can create our field based on our own requirement. So I can see the purchase order number is there, purchase order date. So this is my PO date. So now I have a total. So if I go to the documents, this is my invoice total. So the total is, this is like this value only we are going to extract. Okay, so I have done with this. Now let me see what else is predefined available here. So let me see whether we have a company name. Okay, we have a company name, so I am adding this. Let's see the company address. Okay, I don't find the company address. Okay, so in case if the company address is not there, you can go ahead and add here. So once you put here, put the add field, then let's add rest of the column manually. Okay, we got couple of columns. I'm going to put a email address. So whatever information is already available, I'm just taking those. The reference number is not there, so I have to click and create new. Term should be there. So let me see, we have term available here. Okay. Okay, it is not there. So let me add this also. All right, so we have added almost all the field which we need to extract. Okay, so currently we are not working with this table information, so I'm not selecting anything from here. Now I will go ahead and select the documents. As my PDF is available in this location, so I will go ahead and give this path here. So I'm going to click here and I'm going to select all the PDF. Okay, so here whatever sample PDF you will get from your business, you have to upload. Okay, so based on this sample PDF which is available or you are providing to the IQ bot, your IQ bot will provide you some groups and which will help you on understanding the document. Okay, so let me click OK. So you can see I have uploaded 8 files. So I am done with everything. Now let me click on the create learning instance. So as soon as you click on the learning instance, IQBot will start analyzing your documents and it will take some time and it will take you to the IQBot designer page. So let's wait for some time. All right, so that classification is done now. So now let me come here. So you can see the instance name has been created, the purchase order training 1 I have given, and the IQ bot has created 4 groups. So you can see based on the document which we have uploaded just now, so IQ bot has created these 4 groups. So let me quickly refresh this. Okay, so we have total of 4 groups available. Now we are going to start giving the training. So here first we have to give the training, then we have to analyze the documents, then we have to review the output. So here we will do the validations, then we will send this instance to the production. Now let me quickly start this training. So first I will select this group. In group 75 you can see we have total 4 documents update it right here in 2 and 1 1. So total 8 documents has been uploaded. To start training, you have to click on this edit bot. So once you click on the edit bot, it will take you to the another page. So okay, so this is the page where we can see we have, in your left hand side you have all the fields available, and in your right hand side you can see the PDF information is available. And the document which we have uploaded, IQBot mostly read the documents automatically by understanding the field name. For example, this date, so you can see this date has already selected and the value is also available here. Okay, one thing, it's better to keep your field value type as a text. Okay, why I'm selecting this is as a text, because this is the date, right? We have these three options available: text, date, and the number. And we have another options which is called the checkbox and the group checkbox. As this is the trial version, so that two option is not available here. Like once you use the paid version of IQBot, then you will have a total 5 field type, which includes a checkbox and the group checkboxes. Okay, so now let's come to this text option which we are going to select. Okay, when you use this date format or number format, okay, there might be a chances your information includes some alphabetical value also along with the alphanumeric, right? Or might be your date is not in a proper format. If you see here, this 24 space is there, right? However, in the original document it is not there. If you keep this option as a date, then it will give you some error. So let me show you what error we can get. And it's better to keep the field as an optional if you think that field is not required, because in some documents you might not get all the fields, right? So I'm just keeping this as a optional, and my bot is reading this first field. And now let me go to the purchase order number. So here my bot is not reading the correct information, it is selecting the wrong data. So I will go ahead and do the manual training. So you have to click here and select the correct column. So this is the column which I have selected, and here now you can see we have got the correct information. Now let me go to the total. This total is also not taking properly. So I will click here and I will click on the sum. So it has taken the correct information. As this is a number, we will keep this as a number. Let's go to the company name. So I'm just looking for a company name. So this is the company name which is available here. As company name doesn't have any label, okay, so we will go ahead and use this purchase order details. So it will automatically take this company name. So in this type of scenario, let's say you are getting a field, or if you want to extract a field where there is no label available. So you have to find like information or like a word which is not using anywhere. For example, this purchase order we are not using anywhere. So that is the reason I am using this purchase order to referring this name. Okay. So now let me go to the tags. So we have, okay, now this is the alphanumeric. So I will select this to the text. Okay, we'll select this zip to address. So this is my zip to address. So you can see bot is selecting this. Instead of that, we have to select this. So I will go ahead and map the area. Okay. Okay, so the company details, company address. So this is the company address. For this also, I will take this and I will select this entire information. Now let's see the phone number. Phone number is also looks good. Okay, the email address is not available in the particular documents. So we will just keep this as a blank. Okay. So whenever you do a training, try to select a document where you can find more field. Okay, so you can complete the training for most of the field. Okay, so it will be easy when you start moving your bot into production, and once start working with the multiple documents or the more documents, so your result will be very nice. Okay, in the production version of the IQ bot or the paid version, you'll have options to change your documents. However, this is a trial. We are not getting this information to change this document. So we have to work with this particular documents only. So let me select the website. So I'm going here. Website is done. Now we have to select the vendor name and address. So this is my vendor details. So now see, we have any reference number field or not. Okay, we do not have anything related with the reference number. Okay, so now we will map other things. We don't have term, we don't have mode of payment also. PO creation date is there. So this is the date. So I will map this. Okay, this is the file number. We'll see. We do not have the file number available here. Okay, now let's see, we have a customer care information available in this PDF. Okay, it is not there. Okay, so I have done with the training. Now what we have to do, once your training is completed, we have to validate whether IQBot is extracting the required information or not. So let me click on the extract results. Okay, so we are here now. See, now we are getting this information. If I click here, so you can see this box is saying like this is a error, right? So generally, once you keep your cursor here, it will say this is not a valid invalid date format, right? You can see. Okay. So because there is a space, right? So that is the reason it's better to keep as a text format. So whenever this type of data will come, automatically IQBot will read the value. So we can see we got the information. Okay. So we got this, we got this. Okay. All right. So we are good with this. Now let me go to the next PDF. As we have 4 PDF available in this particular group. So we have to see for the date, this is giving the error. Okay, here now you can see the purchase order number is missing. Okay, the problem is here we have a different name, right? The field name is getting changed. So we have to add this field name as a purchase order. So let's see what else we can add. This company name is also not taking properly. Okay, so this we have to select. Okay, so let me see that. Okay, this company address is okay. We are getting the website. Okay, we are getting the PO creation date. Okay, so we are facing some issue with some places like this is like, you know, the especially with the company address and the name. See, it is taking the wrong value. What happened actually? I mean, we have got the PDF by default. The IQBot here in Community Edition is giving you the random PDF. If you see here, we have some more information available in this particular PDF. So you can see here we have the company phone number, company email address, and the customer care number also. However, when I selected this company information, company address, I have referred to this and I have given the position, right? So in this scenario, this value got changed, right? So here we have the address. So basically, once we will select this PDF, okay, for the training, then we will get all the information correctly. So here we don't have the options to, you know, select the proper PDF. So that is the reason we are not able to fix this. Now we will see, we will try to see other things like the purchase order and other things, how we can fix that. So let me move to the next PDF. Okay, so here also purchase order, so we have to add that. So we are getting the amount and the company name, again it is taking wrong. Okay, the tax. Okay, all right, so it looks good. now we'll see the final last PDF, and we'll try to retrain the company name and address, whether it is working or not. So for purchase order, again, we can see the data is missing. So we have to add the details which is available here. So here the order number, right? So now let me talk about these things. So this alias field name is like all about, so whatever field name, your field name will vary from documents to documents, right? So you have to put this information, okay, when you are validating your documents. So you might see some places are missing, right? We saw for the purchase order, right? So that time you have to note it down, the details like the purchase order number which we identified, and here we will put this pipe symbol, and we will put this information. Okay, similarly we will put for the date. So purchase order, actually we have selected the wrong date. Okay, instead of that we have to select this one. So I will select this date. So, and I will put this pipe, and I will put the information. Okay, now let's see, this I have already written down. Okay, so okay, for website address we have this. So in future, if your data will come with this name, then it will automatically get. For tax also we have some other informations. I have added this. So we will go with the vendor details, and I will put this. Now zip to address. So we have a zip to address also here. I don't have reference number. This is not available here. PO creation date. Okay. All right. So now let's quickly validate once again. I have added most of the information here. Okay. This date is not giving error now. So we can see we have data available here. Now let me go to the next PDF. Okay. So we are getting this purchase order number. Okay, it looks good. Only problem with the company name, okay, which we currently using this version, it's very difficult to fix. Again, I have to upload the documents, then it might select some other PDF. So that point of time we can do. Instead of that, let's keep it. Okay, I'm just trying to make you understand how you can work with these things. Okay, now let me click on the save. Okay, so now let me quickly select the other documents. This is group 74. And similarly, we will do the same thing. Okay, we will do this. This is the purchase order date. Okay, so in this scenario, we will use this PO date. All right, now this PDF, let's see, where is the company name? Okay, so this time we have this company name, right? So I'm going to use this total value, and I will select this company name, or instead of that, let's select this address, and I'm going to manually select this company name. Okay, so let's see, we have a tax information available here or not. Yeah, so we'll see the tax information. Okay, the tax is not here. Guys, this video might be little lengthy. If you want, you can forward. Okay, then you can watch, because I'm trying to train everything. This is a, like, you know, the scenario where we will do in real time requirement. So Sorry for that. I mean, if the video is little lengthy, then extremely sorry for that. I'm selecting this as a company address, and here I will select this area. Now select the phone number. So we have a contact number as a phone number, email address. So here we have the email. So vendor address. So let's see, we have a vendor address. Okay, vendor address is not available in this particular document, so we'll leave it blank. Now let's see, we have a reference number. No, we do not have the reference number. We'll leave it this also. Now let's go to term. So we have a conditions, which is a term. Now we have a payment mode. So you can see it is selected some extra value. So we will delete this and we will manually put this which we want to extract. Okay, and it's not necessary to get always exact value. Okay, sometimes you will get some extra information like this we are getting, but those things can be removed from the data cleansing things. So you have to use your some logic to remove these things. Okay, using the task bot. Okay, you can remove the unnecessary information which is available here. So I'm selecting this. Okay, so we have the customer care details also. This is also select. All right, now let me quickly validate this data. Okay, it looks good. So here you can see the company name selected correctly and the company address also selected. Okay. Okay, it looks good. Now let me click on go back and I'm just clicking on save. Okay, now we have 2 more groups left. So let me quickly complete the training for that also. So we have to find the PO date. This is done. Okay. So in this particular PDF, we have some more information available. So I will select this complete address, which include the address also, which we will remove using the task bot when we do the cleaning. Now let's see, this is the telephone number. Okay, so this is the vendor address. So now I'm going to check whether we have a reference. Okay, so this is your reference. So you might have noticed the field name is getting changed, right, based on the PDF. So credit term, so mode of payment. Okay, this is the payment mode. And now the last one is the PO creation date. So PO creation date is my date. Okay, so let's see we have PO creation date available here or not. Okay, it is not there. Okay, here it is there, sorry. Okay, this is done. Now we have a file number which is already selected, and we have the last one which is customer care information. So this one we have selected this. As it is selecting the entire, so I will manually remove. So we'll keep it till here only, and manually we will select this field. Okay, so now let's quickly validate the output looks good or not. Okay, it looks good and it is extracting the required information. So let me quickly save this. Okay, now I'm going with the last one. So I will do the same thing for this also. The purchase order date, it's I have to find because it has selected the wrong information. Okay, so this is the due date. We'll select this. So this is the company name. Now let's see, I'm just trying to use this address to get this. Okay. If you not select field option as optional, then in case if any data not found, then it will go to the validator, and that will be again like you have to manually check and fix the issue. Okay, so we have this zip to address. I'm selecting manually here. Now company address. So I'm going to click here in India office and manually I will select. Okay, we do not have the email address here. Okay, website is also not there. Now we can see the vendor name and address. So this is the supplier. So we will select the entire location area. Okay, we do not have the reference number. We have the term, mode of payment is there. No, it is not there. All right, so we have done with this training part. It took some long time because we had a 4 group and we did some validation. Okay, now you can see this is throwing some error. So we will go back and we will select this as a text. Okay, it is selected as a number, so that is the reason it is giving the error. All right, so now let me click on the save. Okay, we are done with the training part. Now what we have to do, as soon as training is completed and if you're satisfied with your output data which you have completed during the validation section, so you have to send your bot into the production. So you have to click here. So it will ask you if you want to send yes, click on the yes. Then this instance will move to the production. You can see the training percentage is now showing as 100% because we have completed training for all the group. Now you can see this action, edit and create bot option is gone now. You won't be able to edit anything because this bot moved to the production. Now let me open my automation anywhere and we'll see how we can call this task. Okay, and how we are going to see we have done with the training. Now we are going to use some sample documents to process, right? To do that we have to upload documents using taskbot. Okay, so the IQbot alone cannot run, you have to use your taskbot to run it. So let me open and I'll show you what is the process. Okay, so you can see my automation anywhere client is open now. So what actually you have to do, so you have to select a folder where you are keeping some more sample documents. So currently I have these documents only, I'm going to use this. So you have to take the path and I'm going to use a loop, each file in a folder loop. Okay, and here I have given the path. Okay, now you have to use a command which is available here, IQbot, right? Once you select that command, okay, it will ask you to select the learning instance name. So now let me go to the IQbot. So you can see this is my learning instance name. As I have sent this instance to the production, so it should be available here. So let me refresh and I'm going to click here. So now you can see which is IQbot instance which we have created is available here. Now here I have given the file path as the current directory and the file name, and currently I have a PDF, so I have given this. Now let me click on the save. Okay, once you run this task, what this task will do, it will upload this PDF into the IQbot. So it's like, you know, in case if you have like more than this PDF what we have, like let's say you have 100 or 200 PDF which you want to process using the IQbot, you have to keep in a particular folder and you have to run this task. So now let me run this task and we'll see. Once you run this task and it will start uploading the document. Okay, so it will, here you will see the percentage of the completion will come now. See, here you can see the classification is progress. Now the documents upload is started. Now IQbot is analyzing and putting the documents into a required group. So you can see here we have all the documents has been moved to the required group based on the matching criteria. And as soon as the upload part completed, you can see that particular box is gone now. So let me refresh it and let's see. In case if any documents which you find which is not coming under any this group, then IQbot will automatically create a group. Okay, so basically once you upload a documents, it will match the some require informations like the field and the pattern and the layout. It will match, and based on that only it will do the allocation to the group. Okay, so for our scenario, as all the documents are matching and like the documents which is coming under these groups only, so that is the reason the new group has not been created. You can see the percentage of training is also showing 100%. All right, now we have done with the documents upload. The now next requirement is I have to download the CSV file, right? So the automation anywhere will provide you the CSV. You cannot download the CSV directly because we are using the automation anywhere community editions. In case if you are using your paid version of IQbot, so there at the time of installation, you have to put your a path where you want to keep your output. So you can see here, this is the success and invalid. So basically automation anywhere, IQbot will create two folders, success and invalid. Okay, when you upload your file. So in case if some file is not matching to the group, then that point of time it will create some other folders unclassified also. Okay. All right. So this can be changed when you do the installation for the complete version. Okay. So let me cancel this. Now The document upload is done. The next is we have to download the output. To download the output, we have a task available. So that task is basically using the API post REST web services, and it will post some query to get the information. So what information you have to keep here in this particular task is you have to put your IQbot URL. Okay, so this URL you received from the automation anywhere via mail. Okay, and your username, and you have to put the password and the instance name. All right, so now I have updated this information in the variable. Only instance name is now I have to update. So I will copy this and I will go to this particular task and I will look for a variable. I will keep here. Okay. Okay. So this task will basically connect or create the connection with automation anywhere server, and it will download your file. So the output file will download here in this IQbot folder. Okay, so this task will it will first it will use a post method. Okay, and it will send some request to the server. Once the request will approve, then it will generate some response, and basically that will be a token. Then we will get the required token, which will again we will use here to pass and we will run this macro. Okay, which will download the data from the server and it will put into a particular folder. All right, so let me run this code. Okay, in case if you want this code, I will be happy to share that code. Just let me know. So let me, okay. Okay, so this is the token. You can see it start with the token. The token has been generated. Now my IQbot is going to extract the only required information which we need for the next step. Okay, so this is the actual token which we have extracted using the string operation. If you see the line number 12, okay, line number 11. Now let me see. So the connections has been established successfully using the API. Okay, now let me click on OK. So it will go ahead and download the data and it will save into the particular folder. Okay, so it's done. Now you can see the output folder IQbot has been opened and the result is available in this. So we have uploaded 8 files. Okay, so this file is available here in the form of CSV. So let me open some of the file so we can see we have all the information which we have extracted is available here. If you want to see any other file, you can open and see. Okay, so you might find some extra information also in the documents, so that you have to use a task bot and you have to remove that. So that's all.